people were thinking that the Bears and the Vikings were going to be switching places. So if you looked at the NFC North coming into the preseason, right? People were high on McCarthy and the Vikings for some reason. Some people were saying that the Vikings had a chance to go to the Super Bowl preseason coming into the season. And the hopes for the Bears, or they were not even say hopes, there was thinking that the Bears would be the dungeon team there, right? The basement team.
Right.
They would be the team in this their fourth. Maybe they, well, you don't really know Ben Johnson. But this is coming a situation where that's totally different. These people are, the teams have switched. People that thought that were totally wrong. So is this a team that you're looking at with Caleb Williams coming into his own here? Starting to get a command of things?
Mm-hmm.
Or is this just kind of a blip on the radar here for the Bears? And they just go back to their old destroying quarterback ways.
Caleb has those moments where you watch and go, oh, wow, you see it. And I hope it progresses. I've always been a huge Caleb fan. That's the one thing him and Bo can escape. And especially Caleb. Caleb has those one or two plays in a game where you think he's going to get sacked, like that Barry Sanders play, right? He's got like 4 guys around him. You think he's about to get sacked, and he spins around and either runs for some yards or throws for yards. So they've got their defense, I think they're like the number 1 takeaway defense in the NFL right now. Yeah, so
that's something that Caleb and Bo both have in common. Is they have great defenses. They've been on teams with great defenses.
Yeah, good defenses all around. Both, again, it's very similar, right? Have good skill players. You wouldn't say great skill players around, but good solid skill players, right? Good running backs, probably both. Good BC running backs. So you're not looking at any of the running backs going, oh, you're not looking at Chicago. Oh, DeAndre Swift. Yeah, he's had some moments, but so they're just. I think versus them. I look at their team. They're building on something. So I know what that team's going to be. They're going to build. They're building for the future, and it's exciting for Chicago. But kudos to that team. It's been a roller coaster ride, and they obviously didn't look good that last week, but yeah, I should definitely be in the playoffs, and we'll see. It's like they're your typical wild card team, right? They're a wild card team for a reason.
Right now they're leading in the division.
They're leading the division.
They're number 1 in the division right now.
But I just feel like even if they win the division, they feel like a wild card team, right? Even if they win the division, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be mean, but it's like
is that in a sense of you're not giving them much of a shot? Like are you in a sense of like even if they were to win to be the division winner, you're still not thinking that they would. You're not giving them a shot against the better teams. You feel
no. I think it's just there's nothing wrong. I think it's a team. They're going. Let's go in what we have. See let's get the experience in the playoffs and build and get some piece in the offseason. Through the draft, free agency, but excuse me. But a fun team, a fun story all year round. But I'm not looking at this team. They're not beating the Rams. The Rams are the best team. I don't even think they could beat Philly right now. Philly is so dysfunctional, but I just, even though they kind of wallop Philly this year, just maybe it's just different in the playoffs. I like where they're going. If you're a Bears fan, you're looking at this going, I like my trajectory in my direction where I'm going.
Yeah, so you think that they are a contender then? Basically, or are they pretenders? Because you're kind of you're going both ways in the sense of like
I don't.
Pretender side of like you might not really know with the Caleb Williams situation. You know what I mean? Like you're not really you don't sound 100% convinced there, but you have the excitement of kind of like where they're going. You know what I mean?
No. I like where they're going in the future. I don't think they're beating anyone in the playoffs. So let's get that.
Okay. So then it's kind of like contender for the long term. Like you think that the direction they're moving in is trending, and you feel like that can continue, but more so this year pretender. Like you don't feel like they
No,
really have a shot
no,
this year.
no. There's just no. There's too many good teams in the NFC. Niners, Rams, even the Seahawks. I just don't think. No, like you said, fun story. Love the ride. No, I don't think they're they're not catching anybody by surprise and being a lot of teams.
Well, I think that I'm going to take contender for one reason alone here, Eugene. And this is a high bar for them to continue to maintain. So that if they continue to maintain the number one takeaway defense, like if this is something that continues throughout the rest of the season, and they can kind of continue that a game or two in the playoffs, and they can continue having a stout defense like that, I think those defense keep you in the game. And then I think the offense, Ben Johnson, I trust him. And what is got going on right now, I think the offense is enough to at least make them contenders moving through the first rounds of the playoffs. Or can they win a Super Bowl? I don't know. I mean, I think that's a high bar for any of these teams. And when I'm trying to figure out if a team is a contender or pretender, is more contender or pretender, it's more so, can they be competitive throughout the playoffs? Can they get playoff W's? There's some of the kind of things that have eluded Lamar. And what people will say about him, his career is pretty much just built now in the postseason. People have seen what Lamar can do throughout the years, but it's getting it done in the postseason now.